Hello, everybody. Welcome. Here we are again. Everybody's wondering what kind of new house I live in because it's so beautiful yesterday. So here you go. Here's the real thing. Okay, so now you know. Yeah, but we can change the scene anytime we like. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Let's do some of that again. Yeah, okay, there it is. Hare Krishna.
OGEP.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Oh, my Lord Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna, 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 Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Gauranga. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Purchase your tracks today. Purchase your tracks today.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama.
Purchase your tracks today.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare.
Purchase your tracks today.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama.
Purchase your tracks today.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Oh, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Purchase your tracks today.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna.
Purchase your tracks today.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama
Purchase your
Rama,
tracks today.
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Oh my Lord Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Purchase your tracks today.
Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna,
Beats by SV.com.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama
Purchase your tracks today.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Beats by SV.com.
Krishna. All right, turn your mics on. Let's chant some japa here. Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
No words. Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Purchase your tracks
Krishna,
today.
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama
Krishna
Rama
Krishna Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama Hare Rama
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Rama
Rama
Rama Hare
Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Rama Rama Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama
Krishna Hare Hare
Rama Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare
Hare Rama
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama
Krishna
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Rama
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Rama
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Hare Krishna
Rama Rama Hare
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 Rama
Krishna Hare Krishna
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Rama
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama Rama Hare
Rama
Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare. River, if you want to come up today, you can do it too if you want.
Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama Hare Rama
Hare Hare Hare
Rama Rama Hare Krishna Hare
Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama Hare Rama
Krishna
Rama Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Hare
Rama Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama
Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Rama,
Rama
Hare Rama,
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama Hare Rama
Hare
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Hare Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Rama Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna, Hare
Rama
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Rama Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama Hare Rama
Hare Krishna Krishna
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Rama
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Rama Rama
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare
Hare Rama
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Hare
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 Rama
Krishna, Hare
Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare 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 Rama
Krishna Krishna Hare
Rama
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare.
Rama Hare Rama Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Rama.
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare.
Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare
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 Rama.
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna.
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare.
Rama 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Rama
Rama
Rama, Hare Hare.
Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna.
Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama
Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Rama Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna Hare 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 Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Hare Krishna.
Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Hare.
Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare
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 Rama.
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Rama Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna.
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama.
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna.
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
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 Rama.
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Rama Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama
Krishna
Hare
Hare.
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama.
Hare Rama 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 Hare
Rama
Hare Hare
Rama,
Krishna Hare
Krishna.
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Hare 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 Rama Hare
Krishna
Rama
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Rama
Rama.
Rama Hare Hare Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama.
Krishna Hare 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 Rama
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Rama
Krishna.
Rama Hare 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 Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare Hare Rama Rama
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama Rama Rama
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare.
Rama Rama Rama
Hare
Hare Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama.
Hare Krishna Krishna
Rama
Krishna Hare
Rama, Hare.
Hare Rama Rama Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna.
Hare Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare.
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama.
Rama
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama.
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama.
Rama Rama
Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Hare Rama
Hare.
Rama Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare
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 Rama.
Krishna Hare Krishna
Rama Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna.
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Rama,
Krishna
Hare Rama.
Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama
Rama Rama, Hare
Rama Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna.
Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Rama Hare Rama Rama
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama, Rama, Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Hare,
Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
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 Hare
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Rama,
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Hare, Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama,
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 Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama, Rama, Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Hare, Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
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 Hare Hare,
Rama
Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna, Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama, Rama,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
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 Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Rama, Hare Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Rama,
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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Rama,
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama, Rama, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama,
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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
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 Hare
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 Hare,
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 Hare Rama, 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 Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Rama,
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare Rama,
Krishna
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Hare, Hare
Rama,
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 Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare, Krishna, Krishna,
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama, Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare, Krishna,
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 Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna, Krishna,
Shri
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama, Hare
Shri
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna,
Shri
Chaitanya,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Shri Krishna,
Rama Hare
Chaitanya,
Rama, Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Chaitanya, Shri Krishna,
Shri Krishna,
Shri
Chaitanya,
Krishna, Chaitanya,
Hare
Shri
Krishna, Hare
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Chaitanya,
Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Rama
Shri Krishna,
Hare
Chaitanya,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Shri
Hare,
Krishna, Chaitanya,
Shri
Rama
Krishna.
Hare
Shri Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Jaya
Rama,
Jaya Shri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Shri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta
Jaya
Jaya
Jaya Sri
Jaya Sri
Chaitanya, Jaya
Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri
Jaya Sri
Advaita
Advaita
Chandra,
Chandra,
Jaya
Jaya
Gaura
Gaura Bhakta Vrinda,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Yeah. Krishna, Hare Krishna. See here. Chapter 1, Spiritual Masters. I just read some verses here. Here's a nice one. Text 4. May the Supreme Lord, who is known as the son of Srimati Sachidevi, be transcendentally situated in the innermost core of your heart. See, the word transcendental means transcendental. Not modes. Nothing to do with the modes. Well, transcend, you can transcend, but actually, transcendental means spiritual. Yeah. May that Lord be transcendentally situated. The son of Mother, the Supreme Lord, the son of Sachi. Most people think God is a great mystery, right? That's the definition in the Bible, great mystery. But what a revelation, huh? That Lord, the Supreme Lord, that faceless God, is the son of Mother Sachi and the son of Mother Yashoda, the beloved of Radha, the beloved of the gopis, the friend of the cowherd boys, the master of the intimate servants in Vrindavan. Boy, what a revelation. Huh? Aren't we lucky? Yeah. Yeah, and that's just knowledge, man. But I was thinking about that Eric was preaching about the glory upon glory. That's what they say that a lot in the Bible, glory upon glory. But who actually knows what that means? I think, only a very deep ecstatic devotee can understand that. That where you actually have the real shelter of Christ or Krishna, Christ, Krishna. Glory upon glory. And it's so practical with the chanting. You experience that. This is, Lord Caitanya said, the white in the Shashastika prayers, the holy name is, it's when you're chanting it, it's with taste and with the shelter, you start to really feel the effective phase of chanting. It's this glory upon glory upon glory. And the Lord expressed it like, the white lotus of good fortune keeps blooming and blooming and blooming and blooming forever. I mean that's my experience now. It's like, wow. So, no, it's not surprising to me now why the Lord came here and taught chanting of the holy name is the only feasible. He says the only feasible in Shashastika prayers, Anchalila, chapter 20. The only feasible method of salvation in this age of Kali is chanting the holy name. Is so much shelter, especially if you wanna stick with it. To get through these things, these conditionings that we have, that cause us to be in pain and misery and experience the threefold miseries. Miseries of other living entities too, Even in our Sangha, we give each other a hard time, you notice? It's all conditioned. Don't pay it too much mind. It's just temporary, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. This stuff must have been going on back then also, when that was going on. Because why did Sarvabhauma say this verse? Or he composed this verse? He said, those who tolerate the reactions to their conditioning, which is their karma, action and reaction stuff, their conditioned selves, and continues to worship you, Lord, by the Lord, especially in Sadhu, okay, becomes a bona fide candidate for your mercy. Okay? So all we have to do is just a little tolerance. It's just temporary. It's better to be, find some of the devotees a pain in the ass here, and then be out there and get, the pains out there with the people, the non-devotees. Yeah, better get in here. Yeah. Yeah, so it's all temporary, but this is it, man. It's so great. This glory upon glory with the holy name. It's the perfect thing under the shelter of Lord Caitanya, which we have. We have that grace. I mean, we got everything here. I mean, everything to perfect our spiritual lives is right here in this Sangha, or anybody else who wants to come. Very quickly in this life, you can do it. Easily. It's like it's Rasika Nandana, his guru was an empowered guru, just like here, by good fortune, we got this empowerment here. You guys are empowered disciples, and you got an empowered guru, And he was saying, just like we're saying now, come to my guru if you want to attain Krishna very easily. Can you see how that is here? It's the same thing. The same realization, the same understanding, the same benediction, the same spiritual potency, power there to deliver people quickly was there. And Rasikananda is going, come to my guru, man. Come to my guru, because you can very easily attain Krishna this way. Otherwise, very hard, man. Very difficult. It's the many lifetime promise you got from these gurus like Narayana. Yeah. And we're doing it, proof is in the pudding. This is working. This has been the preaching, what we're doing here now. This is, chapter 1 is the beginning of people's real spiritual life. It's the beginning where they begin to really cry for Krishna. You notice what happens here when you first make this connection? A lot of crying. And Prabhupada said, you're not even cultivating Krishna consciousness until you begin crying and putting out the fire of material life. That's in chapter, you could read Nectar of Devotion. Chapter, I think it's on the hearing, techniques of hearing. And so this is where you begin really cultivating. This is the path of prema, where you start to feel, it's like you're born again. See, isn't it interesting? When you're born, you cry as a physical baby. And when you're born again, or Krishna's born in you, the crying starts. Unbelievable, huh? How parallel this stuff is. Yeah. And so if you're in Krishna consciousness and you don't see, you won't even understand the spiritual body. You won't even know the importance of the spiritual body being born in you, or Krishna being born. See, that's all. That story is a metaphor for what's going to be happening inside you internally. Krishna is going to be born in you, and you're going to be the father and mother. You don't need Mother Yashoda now and Nanda Maharaj. You only need the pastimes, to awaken that in you. And you're going to see how that works. The empowered version. You're going to be nourishing this bhakti by hearing, chanting, remembering. That's the water. That's the food for that little baby Krishna. You're going to be protecting it also. You see, it's like we do a protection, right? Until the disciples mature, the baby's born, right? You got a little protection from the outside also. See, like a father or a mother. Not only does the devotee do that for themselves, but as they mature, they do it for their disciples and help them. So their bhakti matures. Okay? And then you start you're able to, okay, I can be the father and mother of Krishna inside, because then you know how to do. You can tell, you don't want to be rubbing shoulders with the envious, right? You don't want to be intimate with envious and the Pharisee types, the religious types. Abandon all variety. You realize you know that. You know, even your God brothers, you can see who's envious and who's innocent, and you preach the innocent. See, now you're right. Now you're flying your plane. See, now you're becoming like a big brother. See, because you got the big brother. That's the idea of spiritual master. The Rhythmics, you guys don't know what you're talking about, man. You know, that was okay for, you know, what is Prabhupada going to do, man? There's nobody qualified like him. Nobody was qualified like him. Yeah. And what's he going to do? We got to do something. Well, you know, the best thing is do what they did with Jesus, man. Just continue worshiping Jesus. And when an acharya rises by the will of Krishna, okay. And, you know, to be honest, I'm going to go all out here. You want to really know the birds and the bees? Don't think Gaur Govinda was okay. But don't think he was there. I know. And I'll tell you, his preaching also, he was promoting the gurus and all of that stuff. He was also, you know, so, I mean, it's okay. He had ecstasy and all that stuff. There was some ecstasy there, but he was also had some of that. Promoting this good, you got to go to the gurus. I don't preach that. I'm sorry. This is beyond that. And his Shiksha, you know what his Shiksha? See, Krishna showed me these things. His Shiksha Guru was a Babaji. He had great faith in this Babaji. I went to that Babaji. I also got bewildered by that Babaji. Very powerful Babaji, but very demoniac also. And he had great faith in that Babaji. But I saw the poison in that. But he passed away believing in that Babaji. I surpassed that obstacle. That shows you how much spiritual power is in here. Why did Krishna put me in that same Babaji that he was worshiping as his Shiksha Guru? To show where the Lord is really working, Lord Chaitanya. That's why you see he was preaching sannyas things. You got to be austere. You got to be also big, perfect thing, you know, renounce, no sex, you know, all this stuff. See, still, that's not the full mercy of Lord Caitanya yet. That's how much spiritual potency is here. That's how much clarity there is here. That's why there's nothing like this preaching. Yeah, it's just true, you know, nothing like it. Yeah, surpasses Narayan Raj preaching, surpasses Gaur Govinda's. Okay? And Prabhupada, I got the order to preach this confidential thing. And if you don't like it, too bad. Go to Gaur Govinda. They're preaching Rhythmic stuff now. You know that? You know, they say, oh yeah, Gaur Govinda. Okay, that's fine. That's all you got. The best you can understand. Like Prabhupada. Okay, that's the best you can understand. But you didn't get it because Gaur Govinda was preaching, you know, they sort of preach the right thing, but not completely. They drop off and they say, well, go to the ISKCON Guru. See, that's where it just drops off, drops you right on your head. That ain't pure kata, man. That ain't pure conception. No, go to a living guru. You have to have that. And he has to be exalted and all that, but go to an ISKCON Guru. I'm sorry,
He
man.
ran away. He ran away from ISKCON himself. Gaur Govinda. Gaur Govinda, he ran away from ISKCON himself, isn't it?
He ran away
from ISKCON?
No, he was in ISKCON.
I thought he took distance.
No, he didn't. That was the problem. That's why you know, they think he was poisoned now. You know, some people are, you know, talking about that now because he was just sitting in his chair and he went like that, you know, just. So who knows? But anyway, this is the thing. This preaching is really pristine, and it proves that you have to have the Lord's special mercy here. This just when you hear this preaching and then you read Chaitanya Leela, you can see it. It's like all in there, and that's why people get ecstatic devotion. The Lord's very pleased, obviously, with this preaching. Otherwise, ecstatic bhakti would not be awakening in devotees to this extent. Yeah. And so Yeah, that's proof is in the pudding, bottom line. Yeah. So Amy says, as long as I'm inside this shelter, I'm always safe, in peace, harmony. It's everything outside is shelter. Yeah. Yeah, well, that's just how it is, man. And Amy, when your bhakti matures and everything, then you'll see that it's like the Lord matures inside you and becomes very strong. And then, I know, I went through this. I know how it is to be weakened from the outside, even weakened by misconceptions and all that stuff. And now the difference is like night and day, man. So that's Big Brother. And your Krishna grows up inside, you become that for others. You become really solid in the clear truth. That's why it's hard for the acharyas to bring people up to that standard. Usually it's, they don't do it. And everything kind of falls apart, goes back into religion. But see, in our line, it didn't really surpass religion, did it? It stayed on the Vaidhi level. This is where it's beginning to surpass the religion, the religious preaching. Gaur Govinda didn't bring his disciples beyond it. Prabhupada didn't yet. He just got the thing started. All that took like 3 generations from Bhakti Vinod to Bhakti Siddhanta to Prabhupada. And now this is the next level to and what we're doing. And so that's why, one by one, those who are ready come here. Yeah. Yeah, and that's, you gotta see, Madhyamadikari is to know your position. A lot of people don't. Sometimes even in our Sangha, they don't. See, Amy, that showed this is a Madhyamadikari idea. Devotion to Krishna begins to awaken, and I need protection still. I need to be protected. See? Neophyte or not getting a clear thing is maybe get some raise and everything, and all of a sudden you're a great teacher. See, now you want to go out and give purports on the Vedas and everything. And then Maya just grabs you and just slams you down, and you don't even know it half the time. Okay? These persons like Amy or Fanny, and others here too, that have that mood, you know who you are. You realize the importance of having the protection of Sadhu Sangha and Guru and the Vaishnavas, the bygone ones. They're preaching as it is. This ecstasy, this is our life and soul. The clear conceptions and the pure ecstasies of worship here. And then now that's the shelter, and you'll feel it. You'll feel the strength of that. Faster than I had to get it, because now, we've got it. It's like, with Jesus. He conquered whatever needed to be conquered, right? And then made it easier for his disciples. They just, okay, there you go. Here's the preaching. 3 years, boom, you got it. You got the Holy Spirit. He became empowered, strong. Same thing here. See, had to go through a little bit. You don't have to go through all that. You don't have to go and be well, is Narayan Raj, is that the path? What about Gaur Govinda? Or what about the Babajis? What about the Rhythmics? I'm confused because they got these big parties, and they got big forces, right? They got big armies of people behind them. That's why you see a lot of people know there's something not quite right, but they got the big armies of force that weaken them. See, but here we got a small army, but what the force here, man. Strong, isn't it? You feel it? The strength of the force here? It overpowers their big armies. This is the meaning. This is the metaphors, man. This is why we have such clarity here and understand all the Bhagavatam truths, the metaphors, the teaching, the essence, what it's talking about. Why Krishna had a small army and still won. See, the force of truth. If truth sets people free, it sets free the captives who are captivated by the armies, who are just weak. The Maya is weak and needs a big army to do something. But Krishna, just with his companions, he comes and takes over. Look at, he took over. He came to Mathura with, who did he come with? Just a few of his cowherd boyfriends. The girlfriends all wouldn't go. No, we're not going. We don't want to look at that. But the boyfriends, he came with some boyfriends and his father, I think he came, just temporarily. Yeah. They came and they overwhelmed the whole city. Installed the guy that was in prison, Ugrasena, I think it was. Put him back on a throne. Brought people their spiritual strength again. What do you think we're doing here? The Lord is coming here again like this. He comes in the unseen. And you see but don't see, right? You see the symptoms of God coming through here, the empowerment, the strength, the ecstasy, the clarity, the logic, the uncommon logic, the deep conceptions and truths. I'm impressed myself. I think, wow, man, that's amazing. Thank you, Lord, man. Thank you, Krishna. I'm so glad you're growing up.
He's getting smarter.
He's getting smarter, yeah. It's like that pastime in Saints of Raj, where what was her name? Anyway, this one devotee, she gets Nitai and Nityananda and Nitai Gaur as her children, so as the deity, and then so she's just this natural mother, and she's bringing them up and everything. And so she has a pujari. She gets what do you call it? Gets him to do service for the deities. She's getting older or something, and she says, "Okay, go take the deities in Parikram around." And so they're taking the Brahman is taking them on parikram, and these Muslim soldiers come over and they go, "What do you got?" I guess it wasn't time for they were taking them, and they had the veil there so they could see. And these soldiers came up, "We want to see what's behind the curtain there." And they said, no, it's not time for the thing. They said, "We don't care. We're going to go and, rip the curtain open and see what's in there." And all of a sudden, all kinds of stuff happens, like lightning and everything, and scared those Muslims away, And so the Pujari goes and tells PC Ma, it's the lady, PC Ma. Yeah, and so tell PC Ma, that this thing happened with the Muslims, scared away. And then she smiles. She says, "Yes, my children are growing up and they're able to protect themselves. I'm really happy about that." Revolution. That's what we're having. This is a revolution, isn't it? It's a revolution. It's always a revolution. Come on, man. What, can't you see the elephant in the room, everybody? I'm starting to see there's like a pink elephant in the room. Man. Where do you see such amazing? It's like being 550 years ago. It's like, the same kind of moods, ecstatic worship, uncommon understanding of Krishna consciousness, deep things, powerful mercy being distributed. Yeah. So all we need to do is just distribute it now. Put out the message, shout it from the rooftops, and the Lord will do the increase. Whatever He wants, whoever He wants to come, they can come. Yeah. Supreme Lord, known as Srimati Sa, is transcendentally situated in the innermost chambers of your heart. So the loving affairs, the next verse, the loving affairs of Sri Radha and Krishna are transcendental manifestations of the Lord's internal pleasure-giving potency. The loving affairs of Radha and Krishna, see, Radha represents the devotee. And Krishna represents the absolute truth. That's why you have it in the mantra. Hare Krishna awakens our dormant devotion for Krishna. So we are engaged in those loving affairs. See, by the mercy of Radha and Krishna in the name. See, and you get the attachment to that through Sri Guru. This is chapter 1. See, not Rhythmic stuff. That's only a Band-Aid. I mean, if you're a Rhythmic, just look at people's experience. If you're a Rhythmic for 40 years, I've seen this. One guy, Yashoda, I was watching the thing. Guy is as dry as any. Nice, probably a nice, dedicated Prabhupada and all that. But my God, it's dry and hard. No real change of heart, really. See, you need to follow the process. He's a big scholar in ISKCON and all that stuff, but still, they don't know. All of these guys are Charide, big scholars and all that stuff, but they don't know the essence. The essence is the loving affairs of Radha and Krishna, and that's dormant in your heart, and you need to get that activated. Because it's a transcendental manifestation of the pleasure-giving potency. You can see that in action here, right there, Shamaguri. Can't you see the action of that transcendental potency yet? Yes, it's spiritual. It's transcendental. See? And that has to be activated in you, and it's activated by the spiritual master. If it's not activated, that's why you Rhythmics, be humbled. I know you can't be humble, so be humble, but the truth. Oh, give me my stick, man. Give me my stick. The truth stick. See, let me write it. Etch it into the thing. If you, after 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years now since Prabhupada, and you think Rhythmic is the way and this is what Prabhupada wanted, everything, well, where's your soft hearts, man? Why don't you have hearts like Lalita, melting in ecstasy? If you've got the right way. If you got the right way that really works, ultimate result, that's the way everyone should follow. Whether you living guru, same thing. Where's the melted heart now? If that's the right way, just take any ISKCON guru or Gaudiya Math's guru or Gaudiya Samiti guru. That's the way, because you consider them exalted, or they don't have to be exalted. Whatever speculation you use, the truth, the bottom line is chapter 1 of Adi Leela preached as it is, man. Preached as it is. Can you feel the weight of the pen on you? You feel it poking, you guys? Where's my needle? Let me needle you guys a little bit more with the truth. Can't you see, man? It's a transcendental potency. The whole problem with religion now and ISKCON and all these groups are not following the formula. The formula is right there in the book, man. These are transcendental. The loving affairs are transcendental. See, they're spiritual potency. See, where do you get that? That's why they couldn't get it as a Rhythmic. They couldn't get it as a living dead guru. It's not alive in them, that transcendental potency. So what's your other real alternative? Well, you can continue following the false paths that don't work, or you can follow the real path that works. You get it by the devotee. This is by the book. Madhavinda Puri had ecstatic devotion, right? Carried it from another life here. And Krishna came, because of your ecstatic devotion, now I'm going to appear in the world and deliver it. You're the world, man. So whoever went to Madhavinda Puri was engaged in the transcendental loving service of the Lord. Not everybody, because some people wanted to be big teacher, right? Ramachandra Puri didn't get it. Like here, some people don't get it, right? They want to be teacher. They want to be the teacher of the teacher. See, so they get, a little bit, they miss the mark. It's like shooting an arrow, right? Shooting an arrow. You're the arrow, man. Did you hit the mark? No, you kind of veered off over there. Oh, you missed the target. See, did Lalita miss the target or Johan? No, they're right on target, right? See, they're conclusive. Their actions are conclusive. Deep faith in Guru and Krishna, and therefore the purports of the Vedas are automatically revealed. See, targeted. See? So the loving affairs of Radha and Krishna are transcendental manifestations of the internal pleasure-giving potency. So again, what the heck? People think they're gurus and they don't have that pleasure-giving potency? Doesn't even make sense, does it? They're a Shamaguri. How can you really be? Yes, I represent Vrindavan and the Hari. I represent the Hare Krishna movement. Yes, I'm a represent. Yeah, what do you rep? Do you represent the internal affairs of the love of God? Has that been awakened in you? Well, no, we teach something else. Yeah, see, that's the thing. They teach something else. Therefore, you're not targeted. What is life's ultimate goal? Love of Krishna, chapter 23, right? Life's ultimate goal. There's the target. What's the means? Well, you have to have your dormant love of God awakened. What's the means? Oh, yeah, if you can't find this situation where we're giving out love of Krishna, like when Lord Caitanya did, they were giving out love of Krishna, giving out attachment to Krishna so that you can water that attachment and it grows. See, they were giving that out 550 years ago, and starting with this Sangha, we're giving it out again so that you can just come right up to this platform of watering like that. If you can't do that because you don't have faith in these words and this preaching and these truths, what's your alternative? Oh yeah, just go follow the rules. You're more inspired by rules, regulations, and ceremonies. And external, it's called external. You like the external? Well, some people want internal. To me, I couldn't imagine. I always wanted this from the very beginning. I wanted internal. I wanted to worship Krishna for transcendental pleasure-giving potency. I didn't come here to get what kind of pleasure-giving potency is there in the rules? Maybe a fraction of a cent or something. Yeah. So some people are like that. Do you want to worship with the pleasure giving, or do you want to go to these hard hearts? I mean, that's the option, isn't it? Go look. You want me to show you some video? I'll put up videos. You won't believe it. After being in here, you won't believe looking at these people. They look like rocks. I mean, literally, they look like stones. After 50 years with Prabhupada. If I had any sadness in me, material sadness, this would be a sad situation. After 50 years, to be like a hard rock. And people can't tell the difference. It's amazing, to me. They think, oh, go hard, what you're doing, that's not the right thing. Let's go to the rocks over there. Let's go listen to the rock. Come on, you rocks. Come on, we'll throw lots of water on you. Eventually, we'll wear you down. Although Radha and Krishna are one in their identity, previously they separated themselves. Now these two transcendental identities have again united in the form of Sri Krishna Chaitanya. I bow down to him who has manifested himself with the sentiment and complexion of Radharani, although he is Krishna himself. You know, it's just like a person, you know, they have two sides. You know, they have a mind, right, with knowledge in there, and they have a heart, right? Why isn't it any different with God? See? We also have on a spiritual platform, when you're, you know, when Krishna is born in you, you have a spiritual mind and a spiritual heart. See, then that Lord came here to show by example. See, so he came as a devotee, but he's also Krishna. See, so we're the empowered version. See, the empowered version, you become like a maidservant of what? The pastimes of the Lord. That's our line. That's how deep the revelation gets. You realize, oh, Radha and Krishna are awakened in my heart. They're in the temple. Don't you go to the temple? You see Radha and Krishna? Oh, what do you think's going on here? Same thing. Only internally. It's called internal bhakti. Radha and Krishna are in the heart of a devotee, and a devotee is a maidservant. See, arranging the pastimes. How do we do that? Oh, where's my bead bag? I like those. So simple, you know. Time to arrange every day. Like, just come here. Time to arrange the pastimes for Radha and Krishna's loving affairs. Their love play. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. See how that works? See? So the Lord came here. So he was the the full power. You know, there he was the Lord. His mind is a spiritual mind. Everything in his is in his mind. See, all truths, all tattvas are in his mind. And his heart is where all bhakti is. See, and that spiritual mind and that spiritual heart is in the heart of a real devotee. And you see why Prabhupada said, oh, very hard, only 1 out of millions are such kind of devotees. That's the revelation you get here, because we're in this real life. You don't see, we're not following for years and years and years and just look like rocks after the result. You know, that shows you they need shiksha. They'll probably die rock hard, you know, unless some miracle happens. Who knows? I mean, we're just as vigorous preaching, you know, just keep calling attention to these things. Yeah. Yeah. Desiring to understand the glory of Radharani's love, the wonderful qualities in him that she alone relishes through her love, and the happiness she feels when she realizes the sweetness of his love, the Supreme Lord, Hari, richly endowed with her emotion, appeared from the womb of Srimati Sachi Devi as the moon appeared from the ocean. Yes, he wanted to predominantly take that position of Radha. See, be more in that. He came to relish mellows mostly, and also teach by that. But yeah, you can be a maidservant. You know, the Lord came as Radharani, like in that mood, like her. He even thought he was her son when he was in deep ecstasy. Okay. And he wanted to bring us close to that worship, close to Radha's worship. He become like a girlfriend, so close to Radharani, and to understand things so as it is. In the deepest revelation, bring it, because that's the only way you can do it. You have to get really close with Radha to get such revelations like her, right? Otherwise, how you can know? That's proof that this is a gopi line here. It's proof that what's your guru's position. You know, what is your guru's position? Well, if I have to tell you, you won't believe it anyway. So, what's the point? If you really want to know, you come here and get purified. You come here and hear and chant with us, and to see how close this Gaur Hari Das is, this guy with a T-shirt that looks like a clown and is a declared clown. I declare it. That's why you want to ruin my reputation? No problem. It's already ruined. Man. I'm just ruination personified. Man. Everything is ruined except what I carry in my heart. It's my only hope and aspiration. And they just keep me. You ever have a buoy? You can't submerge the buoy in the ocean. That's what I got in my heart. It's a buoy. That's all I got, man. That's why no matter how decrepit I am or whatever, I got those two buoys, like the buoy. You can't push them down into the illusion. They just keep you afloat. You want these buoys? That's what we do. We awaken the buoys in you, man. And no matter how it's trying to push you down or anything, you realize, oh no, Lord, and that's really the Ras, man. Is there's got to be a hero in everybody's life, right? It's so nice to have Radha and Krishna as your hero, man. Krishna, save me, Krishna. Oh, I love it. Every day. Just save me more, yes. It's like, Queen Kunti, she loved being in the position of always needing Krishna because Krishna always comes and she get to get darshan of Krishna. You got a yacht, Prabhu. A yacht, I do. Out of the ruins comes the true hero, yes. See, you are not decrepit. You are the most beautiful and wonderful. You're just she's just projecting, Lalita, isn't she? You're just projecting, right? Shamaguri, she's just projecting. She's just seeing her own heart. Usually people project, really, man, Gaur, But these kind of projections, there's a symptom of their own. See, the devotee is just a mirror, man. They mirror, like you're looking at your own condition. That's how we tell who's who here. We just say, hey, come look in the mirror here. Come look at Lalita, Lalita, you're a fool. Oh, I see your position there, Mr. Virya.
So I get the aggression that you don't get sometimes.
Yeah, we put it on you. That's because you're more ecstatic than I am. See, the more ecstatic you are, the more aggression you get. The clearer they see themselves and they react.
Or they're really, really sweet towards me, or I get this aggression. Yeah, it's one of the two.
So, that's the way it is, polarizing. And both are attractions. That's proof proof of potency that Lord Krishna and Radha are living in your hearts. Otherwise, you wouldn't have that polarization. Yeah. That's why you see only at certain points is it authorized to preach like this. See? Because if you do, it causes a shakeup automatically. Things get people get a little confused also. Well, that's why we only at a certain point the Lord will say, okay, let's do it, let me reveal this here, and then it causes a shakeup don't we even get shaken up ourselves, you know? It's a shake up. Shake up, shake out. Like Kahil Jabram says in his poem, if love finds you worthy, it shall come up and caress your tenderest wings and descend to your roots and shake them from their clinging to the ground. Shake up. You see how we're shaking up the Vibes? This is shake up. They see this preaching. You know, a lot of them are shaken with anger, you know. Like, you don't have any idea, you know, what they probably are doing at home, thinking about, you know. We even got Kamala Kanta going, man. He thinks I live in this fancy house now. He thinks, I knew it. That picture is really good. It looks like a real house, man. I knew that Gohari was living in a penthouse, you know, with a fancy swimming pool. Man, look at that furniture, man. That's $1 million house. I knew it. I knew he was bogus. Even Freddie got fooled. Freddie thought, hey, what's this new house you got there? Yeah. Desiring to understand the glories of Radharani's love. It isn't, you know, that's not a noun, like that was just before. That's happening now. You know, I don't know about you guys, man. I'm always desiring to know the glories of that love and the glories of Krishna more. You know, that it's just this glory upon glory. It's so exciting, and I can't wait. You know, every day I look forward to this, just like people look forward to ice cream and cake, like Janaki. Look forward to birthdays. I look forward to birthdays also. So I can have this cake, you know, this glory upon glory. It's just getting it's like this cloud, you know, coming, you know, this transcendental bliss cloud, you know, getting more thicker. You know, there's more like, wow, this is the Lord is like getting more and more solid, you know.
Becomes a mist, a thick mist.
Yeah, very misty. Yeah, mist, like a
Fog.
mist, Holy Ghost. You know, you know. I remember when I started awaken. I used to see this ectoplasm, like the ghosts, you know, stuff. In the early 70s, I see this wispy stuff move around, but that's the ghostly. This is the pure stuff, man. Ghost stuff is, you know, that's just people, you know, and dead people, you know. But this is the Holy Ghost. That's why they called it. They knew they were ghosts, but there's the Holy Ghost, the Holy Spirit, Bhakti Devi, special. Yeah. What else we got here? Yeah, and the wonderful qualities that she alone relishes through her love. Now that's the essence. If you got real love of God, you can understand these transcendental qualities of the Lord and preach about them and share them and inspire others and attract them. People are like, wow, that was really beautiful quality of the Lord. You become attracted to the Lord through the preaching of the devotees who have this pure love of Krishna. See, it's the only thing that reveals these beautiful qualities of Krishna. Beautiful truths, beautiful understanding, like Guru Tattva, you know, these truths. See, these are the qualities of the Lord. Lord Caitanya is the spiritual master of the universe, and he empowers the devotee to be the spiritual master of the universe. The empowered version. If you got a real spiritual master, that's the way it is. You know, they can instruct the demigods if they don't have a deep relationship with Lord Caitanya. Because if you have a deep relationship with Lord Caitanya, you better know that person has a deep relationship with Radha and Krishna. The demigods are instructed by such devotees because only those rare devotees who are from Vrindavan type persons who have that Vrindavan mercy. People are so fortunate, you can't believe it. You can come here and become a Vrindavan devotee. You know, you can get this Vrindavan mercy. This is not just Vaikuntha mercy. You can't go to Vaikuntha and get the mercy you can get here in this Sangha. This is how valuable it is. This is how special it is. That's why you see these devotees after 50 years still hard as rocks. Why? Because we really have that Vrindavan mercy here. Yeah. Hey there, Aman. Welcome. What is this here? What do we got? Amy says, I look forward to you to bring in this vibration with you and with the devotees. It's a whole other wonderful world of happiness, love, joy, safety, and ever increasing. Yeah, you see, that's it, man. I'm so happy the Lord has given you so much mercy, Amy. You know? Yeah, yeah. See, and so and that's how you pay for, you know, by her, you know, her being who she is. You want to change. If you have any hard qualities like envy or jealousy or everything, all you have to do is associate with pure-hearted devotees like this. Become their friends, and your envy and jealousy will melt away. It's a secret, man. It's the devotees themselves. These transcendental qualities are beautiful, man. I pray for her mercy myself. I also want to handle these decrepit things, you know. Only pure-hearted devotees like Fanny, Amy are my strength, you know, my protection. You know, I just look at them. That's why I like it. When Amy comes, I like to look at her. You know, I feel I'm looking at a pure heart. You know, it's nice. If you look at her, persons like her or Fanny or something, you feel jealousy and all that. Well, that's not in her. You
It's
thank them.
projection.
Yeah, thank them for that, because that's showing you the condition of your own heart.
It's that innocence that's so attractive.
It's the innocence. Yes, yeah. It's like a little child. It's like a little child. That's the devotees of Lord Caitanya. They were like that. A lot of them. They had that nature. Rupa Goswami was like a very innocent child. Sanatana Goswami also, because they were gopis. You know, very, very humble. You know, yeah, very humble. And, yeah, it's amazing. I love their poetry. You know, oh man, Sanatan and Rupa and Raghunath Das. Oh my God! Just thinking of that poetry purifies me. Just thinking of them, you know, and their writings. See, with this love, then you can appreciate this poetry. Otherwise, you can't. It's just like anything else. No, it's just words. Yeah. Yeah. See, the wonderful qualities in him, she alone relishes through her love. And if you want to relish these qualities, you must meet devotees who are advanced on that stage, and they're so rare. So rare. You know. And that's here. You know, so it's the loving devotees. You notice even the disciples who have that deep love for Krishna, they understand the nature and qualities of Krishna because of the strength of that love. See so you're getting the mercy of the whole line here. Otherwise, you don't really know. It's just this hard rock knowledge. You know? It's speculation. You don't know the essence. Yeah. You think it's all about, Prabhupada, Varnashram, Dharma, preaching, Nikim, and you have to wear that tilak, and look really like a devotee. And see, you need the props. See, that to prop you up, see, you need support. And you see how that's our nature to get support? So you need the support of what? Rules, regulations, external devotion, the forms, wearing the uniform. See, it's propping you up. It's giving you some strength, but that's external. See, we're also propped up here. I'm not propped. Man, I need propping up, man. Everybody does. See, but if you're propped up by this gift of ecstatic love, see, this devotion, see, it props you up. See, so it lifts you up. See, prop lifts you up. See, it lifts you on top of the mountain so you can see what's up there. You can see Krishna more clearly. See, you need that love to prop you up. That's why the Lord came, to give that attachment. Attachment to Krishna is that love. It props you up so you can see these elevated qualities of the transcendental Lord. Otherwise, you can't see without that love. Okay? So if anybody wants to actually see the transcendental qualities of the Lord, you have to come to these devotees here so that you can be lifted up to see them. Otherwise, you won't know. You'll be down over here in the Vaidhi, external, looking around externally. Yeah. Oh, okay. The happiness she feels when she realizes the sweetness of his love. The Supreme Lord Hari, richly endowed with her emotions, appeared from the womb of Srimati Sachi Devi. So, but you see how that's Krishna, that's his love, turned into the pastimes of Radha and Krishna. It's all inside him. It's like we have emotions and we have a mind, right? Well, the same thing with God. He has a mind and he has emotions. But are we that God? Well, no, we also have the eternal position. We could be in the Maya where you forget everything and you just become like, like an imitator of God on the material level, with your material emotions and your material mind, see, and lost in that. Or you can be in our eternal position as a maid servant or a mother or father or an intimate friend, or an intimate servant or a beloved of Krishna, which includes them all, if you're in that, Ross. All-inclusive package. I always like the all-inclusive package, You don't have to do it. You get everything and, So you can't take the position of Krishna. You have to be a maidservant or a friend or a mother or father, whatever your natural awakened Ras is. See, that happens for people here very quickly. I just want to hang around ecstatic devotees that associate with our Gurudev. See, that's yeah. See, that's intelligent. Krishna gave him intelligence. Even in our Sangha, you'll see the devotees who are ecstatic like to be with other ecstatics. Yeah. If you got a mundane thing, it's kind of, okay, we got to clean up the babies here.
Yeah, I told it a few days ago in one of your videos. you automatically love each other. There is a transcendental connection, very deep actually.
Yeah.
You have the same family name, the same energy, the same guru, the same love. There is the same understanding.
Yeah.
Attached
Yeah.
to being real
Yeah.
family member.
Yeah. If you're a little bit of an outsider sometimes, that's okay. You just understand this is your way in, is by association. There is no other practical way inside. So it does no good, like, well, what about, well, hey, man, birds of a feather flock together. People are getting the opportunity to associate with ecstatic devotees, which is the best way to advance in spiritual life, not always here. So if you're not you're not attracted or attracting, you may be material. Sometimes there's a little material attraction some devotees have. They're not purified enough yet. But that's your best shot, is to be around close to those devotees, even though it's painful. It's painful for a devotee who has got envy and jealousies to be around ecstatic devotees sometimes, usually actually, because that comes out. And you wonder, and you want to be, part of the like intimate part, but you can't. You can't force it. You have to be purified, and the pure ecstasy has to awaken your heart and purify us more and more, and then it's natural, more natural. You like to be around the ecstatic devotees here. So I mean, that's the mercy. Lord Caitanya did the same thing. He had people come that some were more ecstatic than others. Some just got raised, but they all advanced. You can make it here, man. You'll make tremendous advancement here, whether you like it or not. If you stay, that's how powerful this kind of energy is. This potency. It's like a fire, We, if you're in the world, it's like a material fire. Okay? Here in our Sadhu Sangha program, it's a spiritual fire. So if you take yourself, say you got material qualities, and you come here, you're with the spiritual fire. What's going to happen? Those qualities will burn, will dissolve in this fire automatically. See? So if you stay in the material world and with material association, material people, even material devotees, they call it materialistic Vaishnavas, the rock hard ones, you don't really, it's slow. So slow that the Lord says, give it up and take to this path. Come, just stay in this fire here of ecstatic devotees, and all will be well. All these things will burn up. Sometimes it's painful because you got material qualities. What do you expect, man? You want to superimpose that on spirituality. You think, we had, I think Karuna was a good example. He thinks, oh, I'm also on the same, and he's got this, and he's in pain also, and causing pain to others, and people are like, oh God, what's going on here, See, but that's just, and sometimes it's too much for both parties. Like, I think at a point he couldn't take it anymore, and it's hard for us too. You gotta, stick it out, and you gotta make sure. I mean, I also don't want to be too close to. To me, that's like sahaja, to try to think that you got spiritual qualities and you don't. I don't. I don't mind being around people that they listen, man. I got this stuff, and I want to change. I want to be different. I want to be spiritual. And you got, but I'm not. I don't want to be. I don't like to be around imitators. Trying to imitate the spiritual qualities, that they're also advanced devotees, and they're not.
That's poisoning the classes.
Yeah. Well, Fanny was. So anyway, he's hopefully he'll just figure it out. Sometimes people need to go away for a while. That happened in the Christian thing. They also, they had some people that just had to go away for a while, and so they get it. it's intense here. You just have to be ready for it, and everybody's a little different in their evolution. And Krishna's, he's with him, he's with us, he's with everybody. So he's making arrangements. He's doing the best he can from within. We
He's
handle.
arranging everything. He's
Yeah, it's
organizing.
arranging for him to come or go or anybody else. What are we going to do? We're just localized. We're here in our locale, and we handle what God puts on the plate here. Whatever's on the plate, we deal with. Whatever jumps off the plate, what are you going to do? Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I like Karuna, and I let's see, what happens. The verdict of all revealed scriptures is that even a moment's association with ecstatic devotees, one can attain all success. Yeah, and that's true. And if you wonder why, well, some people leave and it doesn't matter, because success is just by that association. It does stuff. It adds to your transcendental credit. And instead of maybe millions of lives, it cuts it down just maybe to a life or two, or who knows. There's a story of Madhavacharya who had really broad vision, and he would take prasadam from the Jagannath deity, and his service, that part of it, would he go traveling, and he would feed different living entities these, like a crumb of this prasadam, and then he would see a four-handed deity appear from that association with his associate feeding them. A four-handed deity would appear, four-handed. But it didn't appear right away, of course. This was the future. See, long-term investment. Actually, the best investors in the world do the same thing. They don't see short-term, they see long-term. This was Prabhupada's vision. He saw long-term. He knew anybody who would make contact with him and appreciate his books, even though they came for name and fame and all that, as a long-term investment, it would quicken their evolution. Even now, many of them can't take to this, but some can. See? But ultimately, they'll all go back very quickly. Just because his 1/10,000th of a second with somebody like Prabhupada. So what we do here, they're seeds. Jesus didn't do the same thing. He even preached just to give darshan to people. See, to give the darshan to people of Krishna because they consider it, see, like a pujari. They consider, they open the curtain like this and you get to see the Lord. You get darshan, right? Yeah. So that's a devotee. They wander around, give darshan of the deities that live in their hearts. What do you think I do on TikTok here? I know, these people come, they go, what are you doing? What are you doing? They don't know nothing, right? But I don't have time to sit and explain all these things, and because we're doing something, but they're getting to see something, right? See something they don't see, because they're looking at all these talking heads on right there, TikTokers, all these talking heads talking, hey, call Schwab, he's going to kill you. You get too many, complain, Maya. Well, they don't say Maya. Oh, it's they. Well, let me break it to you. It's called illusion, Maya. And it'll continue to happen in this world until if you learn the art of how to surrender to the transcendental potency that we teach here. So if anybody wants to learn this art, this science, you're very fortunate to have that desire. And we can teach you. Just come here every day on TikTok. hear this chanting, engage in the chanting like we do, hear these little classes, even though you may not understand, but get this energy. See, there's an energy here, a frequency, a vibration. See, and it's not common, very uncommon frequency and vibration. It's very high. That's why most people don't recognize it. It's too like outside of there. See? And it doesn't attract throngs of people. See? It attracts only those who are vibrating, or Krishna knows he can, if he sees you're sincere and you really, you're really like praying, oh my Lord, please, I just need the truth. I want the truth, or you're looking for the truth, then he'll open this vibration up to you. Yeah. And if you don't know, even just 1/10,000th of a second, you just pass the devotees, you see them, and there you go. They got a little. It's like going to the temple. You go and you get the darshan, and then you go home, come back. Yeah, we got 9 people watching steady though. That's pretty good on TikTok. They must be. So, Lalita, give us a word.
I felt it was coming. I'm just so tired. What shall I say, Guru Maharaj? It's a wonderful concept. It's a wonderful concept. And it's wonderful that you got this power, that Krishna empowered you, that you planted that seed in our hearts, and that we are growing like a cauliflower.
Lily is in the field.
Yeah. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. I enjoy your classes every day more and more, and I enjoy mine every day more and more as well. The revelations that I get, that pleasure, and those conversations with the Lord are so deep and so intimate. This is really most fantastic part that you can imagine. This is Chaitanya mercy. This is fantastic. Yeah. Friday Bhaktas have no idea actually what they are missing. So, yeah.
Yeah.
There was a person who was here, a transgender, who will come back again. I talked to
Oh, it
him.
was a transgender guy, huh?
No, he was not here now, but he or she, I don't know, but what she is now. But the person contacted me again.
Oh.
So, yeah, it was here 1 week ago or something. Brandy, you remember the name?
Oh, Brandy.
Brandy.
Yeah, I do. And I saw her.
Well,
Yeah, I saw
she
her.
recognized Bhakti in my face. Say something. So she is into it actually, but people need guidance. Really, people really need guidance, and knowing what the spirit of love really is and where to get it, and that you really need a Siksha Guru. I talked with Balaram yesterday as well, yesterday evening, and I thought, oh man, oh my God, you're so far away from me now, but so far away.
Wow.
Not geographic. I mean, really,
Consciousness.
consciousness as a friend, so far away. Woo,
Yeah.
no understanding at all.
Yeah, because see, you're moving deeper, and he's just more or less the same. So you see, Krishna says that worship of my deity, taking baths in the holy place, doing pilgrimages, purify after a long time, but association with my devotees of the ecstatic devotees, they purify just by being seen, heard from, and served. Fast. really fast. And otherwise, you're on the slow path, and he's on a slow path, and you can see it. You just see where you're going and where he's at, and that's you can look at the devotees. They're more or less in the same place. That one devotee Yashodanandana. He's in this. I mean, his quality is just like it was when he started. Nothing really changed. Maybe he even got a little more hard-hearted. Actually, probably did. Actually, these guys, because you get a little knowledge and you start to cultivate pride. You become like, actually, I'm a smart. I studied Prabhupada's books, really intelligent. See, this grows. You see, you're cultivating a weed and you don't even know it.
Yeah. And I even don't discuss about it. He let me talk about my thing, and then he said his thing. Because if we try to do Krishna Katha together, it's not possible. That's not possible anymore. For me, with Vaidhi Bhaktas, it's not possible anymore.
Yeah, a waste of your time.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. Also, there's no happiness to be around people who don't like ecstatic worship, because the Lord himself is ecstatic. It's almost like a slight. It's almost like
It's offensive, actually.
it really is. I mean, that's why the Lord comes to us, is because we're open. Yeah, bring your ecstasy. Yeah, no problem. These conclusions are beautiful. Let us preach them. They come from you. See, they're not like some, you see the speculators, even here, like Eric, when you start doing that thing, it's like it doesn't come from revelation. It starts to come from you're putting imagination things. This is what the Vaidis do, So that's why, so I'm glad. It's a good lesson for everybody here. This is, you don't want to be doing, you want to get purified, and then you get revelation. And when you look at the scriptures, they'll light up the truth because of your closeness in your relationship with the Lord, with Krishna. You'll feel it. It's like, because Krishna knows these things, and you become knowing of them because of your closeness, your relationship, your transcendental relationship. It's all in the relationship. Without that awakened, you're really a bozo. Yeah. That's why the devotees, they say, oh, I'm just a bozo, just a bozo. But with Krishna, Krishna's a smart guy.
Yeah, we never say that we are so intelligent. We know that what we know, it's Krishna who downloads it. So we don't have this mood of studying to be the teacher, and we don't need that because we get the helper.
Well, that's conclusive. See, if you really got God and you have this transcendental relationship, you see, oh yeah, because of this bhakti, I can understand these things. Because see, even Bhagavad Gita 10:10 says, and I just relate. I just say, hey man, I see this because this is how it's always been for me. It's like this kind of worship and getting revelations, and then looking at the scriptures too, and revelations upon the revelations, the glory upon glory. It's just how it is. What about you, Shamaguri? Give us a word. Thank you there, Lalita.
Today, I'm not so in a talking mood. Sorry.
Today, what? Huh? You're not in a talking mood?
No, not today.
You're not feeling good? Kind of getting purified, huh? Yeah?
Yes.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry, it's all comes with the territory. Yeah. Anything you want to share about it? Yeah, you can let it out if you want. Yeah, it's all right. You're amongst friends. Sometimes it's good to express things, you know, if you want. If not, it's okay.
No,
No? Okay.
not today.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I'll take a little break here. Rest my voice a little bit. Thank you very much, everybody. And let's play the song. Haribo, everybody. We'll see you.